Hello dear students, welcome to online biology bridge course class. In this video, I am going to explain about the structure of DNA. So let us move to study of DNA. But in brief, only the basic information which is necessary for first PUC, that much only I am explaining in the video. Otherwise, study of the DNA is a big chapter. About this you are going to study in both first PUC and second PUC. In second PUC, there is a detailed study of DNA. So DNA, expansion of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. D for deoxyribo, N for nucleic, and A for acid. So the expansion of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. It is the molecule that contains the genetic code of an organism, the entire hereditary information. All the characters from the parents are transferred to the offsprings or the children through the DNA. Hence, the DNA is genetic material responsible for the transmission of all the characters from parents to offsprings. It is the nucleic acid. It is the main genetic material and it is responsible for protein synthesis in the body of an organism. And these protein molecules, they are responsible for the external appearance of an organism, and external appearance is called morphology. How an organism looks. What is the appearance of an organism? Every character shown by an organism is controlled by the DNA, hence it is called genetic material. The DNA is present in all the animals. The DNA is present in all the plants. The DNA is present in Protista. That means like amoeba, euglena, paramecium. All these are the protozoans and they are belonging to Protist. It is present in bacteria. Even DNA is present in viruses also. And DNA is inherited by children from their parents. Here is the very simple image to show the structure of DNA. So let us move to the little bit extra information about the study of DNA. So in the yesterday's video, I explained about the structure of chromosome. So chromosomes are hereditary vehicles and chromosomes are transferred or inherited from parents to offspring. So chromosome is made up of chromatin fiber. The chromosome is made up of thread-like structures called chromatin fibers, and chromatin fibers are made up of DNA and proteins. DNA exerts negative charge and proteins exert positive charge, and they produce the thread-like structure with a ball in the middle. Around this one DNA is wrapped and this is called chromatin fiber. So DNA in all the organisms, it is present in the chromosome, or all the chromosomes are made up of DNA. Apart from that, I hope you know the names. Here I will write. The cell organelles like chloroplast and mitochondria, they also contain own DNA. Apart from chromosomes, in chloroplast and mitochondria also the DNA is present. Wherever the DNA is present, no doubt it acts as genetic material. It gives the messages for protein synthesis. It gives the messages for the phenotypic appearance of an organism, and phenotype is nothing but external appearance of an organism. About this DNA, now I am going to explain what are the contents present in DNA, what are the structural components of the DNA, and how it appears. So chromosomes are basically made up of DNA, and expansion of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acids. So moving to the structure, DNA is made up of, first one, pentose sugar. Pentose means 5 and sugar molecule is carbohydrate. So pentose sugar is nothing but 5 carbon compound, and the pentose sugar present in DNA is nothing but deoxyribose sugar. That is why the D stands for deoxyribo. The first letter of this one, D, the D represents name of the pentose sugar, and the type of the pentose sugar present in the molecule is deoxyribose sugar. One thing you need to remember, when you write the name of pentose sugar, completely you need to mention it as deoxyribose. But while writing the expansion of DNA, just you need to represent deoxyribo. Only this much is required while writing the expansion of DNA. And when you write the name of pentose sugar, the complete name should be represented deoxyribose sugar. And how many carbon atoms are present in the deoxyribose sugar? 5 carbon atoms are present, hence it is called pentose sugar. Then the another very important component of DNA are nitrogen bases. So the 4 nitrogen bases are present. One is adenine, represented by capital letter A. Another is guanine, represented by capital G. One more is cytosine, represented by capital T, and another is thymine. This is, cytosine by capital letter C and thymine by capital letter T. Therefore, the nitrogen bases of DNA are AGCT. Without any comma, without any punctuations, they are represented in the capital letters. If you write any comma or full point or any punctuation between these letters, it is wrong representation of the nitrogen bases which are present in DNA. A for adenine, G for guanine, C for cytosine, and T for thymine. These are the 4 nitrogen bases that are present in the DNA molecule. Along with the pentose sugar and nitrogen bases, the third component which is present in the DNA molecule is phosphate group. Compulsorily the phosphate group is present, and interesting fact is that phosphate group is responsible for negative charge exhibited by the DNA molecule. The DNA molecule shows or exerts negative charge. Then question is, which component of the DNA is actually responsible for negative charge? The negative charge of the DNA is due to the presence of phosphate group. So what are the things that you need to remember? The DNA is made up of 3 components. One is pentose sugar, second one is nitrogen base, and third component is phosphate group. The pentose sugar is 5 carbon compound, and the type of the sugar present in DNA is deoxyribose sugar. That is why the first letter is D, and D stands for deoxyribose sugar. The nitrogen bases of DNA are AGCT, A for adenine, G for guanine, C for cytosine, and T for thymine. And the third component is phosphate group, and phosphate group is responsible for negative charge of the DNA molecule. So now let us have a look on the structure. When the molecule of DNA is observed under microscope, it shows a coiled structure, and it is made up of two polynucleotide chains, or simply now you can remember it is made up of two chains. This is one chain and this is the another chain. So totally two chains are present and they are coiled around themselves. They are spirally present around themselves. This structure of the DNA is called double helix structure. This is called the double helix structure, and this structure is explained or proposed by Watson and Crick. These biologists explained about double helix structure of the DNA, where the DNA consists of two chains or thread-like structures. These thread-like structures are coiled around themselves. Hence the helix. Helix because the chains are coiled around themselves. Double because the number of chains in the DNA molecule is 2. Hence Watson and Crick called the model as double helix model. Then another interesting point in the DNA molecule. So there are totally 4 nitrogen bases which are present in the DNA molecule. But here adenine is pairing only with the thymine, and guanine is pairing only with the cytosine. Let me clear one more thing. Adenine and guanine are called purine nitrogen bases. Cytosine and thymine are called pyrimidine nitrogen bases. So totally there are two types of nitrogen bases, purine and pyrimidine. Purines are double ringed nitrogen bases and pyrimidines are single ringed nitrogen bases. So what is the specification? You need to remember this one. Again, when you study this topic in first PUC, about all these things you are going to study in detail. If possible, try to remember. Based on a number of rings, how many rings are present in the molecule? If 2 rings are present in the nitrogen base, it is purine. If single ring is present, it is pyrimidine. Purines are of 2 types, adenine and guanine, and pyrimidines are of 2 types, cytosine and thymine. What is the interesting fact? Adenine always pairs with thymine and guanine always pairs with cytosine. So what I explained here, adenine and guanine are purines, cytosine and thymine are pyrimidines. Specific purine molecule selectively pairs with pyrimidine. Adenine never pair with the cytosine or thymine never pair with the guanine. Always adenine shows pairing with the thymine with 2 hydrogen bonds, and guanine pairs with the cytosine with 3 hydrogen bond. This type of pairing is very specific in case of DNA molecule. So nitrogen bases are of 4 types, adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine. Adenine always pairs with the thymine and number of hydrogen bonds present are 2, and guanine always pairs with cytosine Number of hydrogen bonds between guanine and cytosine are 3 in number. Here the 4 colors I have selected for the representation, and in this particular image of double helix you can see the pairing. So adenine by green and thymine by violet color. Here you can see adenine and thymine. Wherever the adenine is present, adenine has compulsorily paired with the thymine. And this blue and pink for cytosine and guanine. Here you can see the cytosine has paired with the guanine. This kind of pairing is very specific in the DNA molecule. And one more point, the DNA is not only present in plants, animals, protista and bacteria, even DNA is present in virus also. Virus also contains DNA as genetic material. So this is about the structure of DNA. Expansion of the DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is responsible for the transmission of hereditary information from parents to the offspring. The DNA is basically present in the chromosome. Apart from that, chloroplast and mitochondria also contains the DNA. Chemically, DNA is made up of 3 important components. Pentose sugar, it is 5 carbon compound, and the sugar present in DNA is deoxyribose sugar. The nitrogen bases of the DNA are adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine, where adenine and guanine are the purine molecules having 2 rings, and cytosine and thymine are pyrimidine molecules, they contain only single ring. One more component of the DNA is a phosphate group, and phosphate group is responsible for negative charge exerted by the DNA molecule. So DNA consists of 2 chains, both of them are coiled around themselves. This structure of the DNA was explained by Watson and Crick, known as double helix structure. In the DNA molecule, adenine always pair with the thymine and number of hydrogen bonds between them are 2. And guanine pairs with the cytosine. Number of hydrogen bonds between guanine and cytosine are 3 in number. Apart from plant, animal, protista and bacteria, even viruses also contain the DNA as genetic material. So this is about the structure of DNA. In the next video, I am going to explain about what are the functions carried out by DNA molecule. Hope the explained part is clear for you. Thank you.